Hey friends, so I have been seeking the Lord on the new year and what He has to say about it. And as I was praying into it, I heard the Lord say the phrase quick turnarounds. And I feel like there's been seasons of waiting and tarrying before this, like the past year, the past few years, where there's been a trial and even it's just been a hard time of waiting on the Lord and His promises. But I see this season being a season of swiftness and the Holy Spirit coming quick and God's hand moving fast. Like just a Holy Spirit wind blowing in as the new year starts. And even as challenging things may continue into the new year, I just see like that we're going to see Him at work even in those things, that we'll see the manifest, tangible hand of God at work. And I see open doors, just doors flying open into this new year, favor, connections, and that people are promptly being put into places they never expected to be. That there's just a lot of favor on the people of God, where I see them being put in like fancy offices, different things where they're just like, how did I get here? Like God doing the beyond we could ask, think, or imagine in this season. And I'm not at all a prophetic person that just says things to tickle your ears, or just a prosperity gospel. I'm only sharing what I genuinely feel like the Lord is telling me to share about this new year. And last year, I feel like, was a cracking of like a hard-boiled egg, where the Lord was taking off all of these layers of hardness from His people, whether that was in their hearts or in their minds. And the Lord was removing a lot. And for those of us that yielded to that and chose to surrender and allow the Lord to take those things and take away the hardness, I see that the time is right now. That coming into the new year, it's like we're freshly peeled eggs that are ready for this place of favor that the Lord has for us in these quick turnarounds. And I saw another vision of people coming out of devastation. It was almost like, the towers had collapsed and they were coming out of the rubble. And there was just a lot of destruction and ashes, and people were kind of dazed because this massive light was pouring in. And I heard the word of the Lord, Isaiah 60 verse 1, it says, "Arise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. See, darkness covers the earth, and thick darkness is over the peoples. But the Lord rises upon you, and His glory appears over you. Nations will come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your dawn." And so I really feel the word of the Lord is saying for us to arise and shine, that there will be places of favor that He puts us in, that there will be places of promotion, even in the mountains of God, where we really are called to shine His glory in this time and to take off our grave clothes of the past season, and don't expect the heavy hand of oppression that's been on us for the past year or years, because this is a new season. Truly, I just see things happening quickly and swiftly, and God will be with you in this season in tangible ways, where He's placing you in these places. And so I saw another vision where people's hands were up and they were surrendered, and in praise they were saying, "For His glory, for His glory, for His glory." And I sense that this past season was like our Lazarus seasons, where things had died and there was mourning and there was grief. And in that, I felt like the Lord told me to read and share John 11:4. And it's when Jesus hears that Lazarus had passed. And it says, "When Jesus heard this, Jesus said, 'This sickness will not end in death. No, it's for God's glory, so that God's Son may be glorified through it.'" And in this season, I believe that we're going to see the death, the trauma, the things that we mourned from these past years. The reason we're going to see like the glory of God manifested from those things, in the beginning of this new year. And I feel like we're going to be people that are going to have experiential revelation of how God took the mourning and the grief, and he takes all of those hard things and he turns it into something that actually glorifies him through our lives. And we're just going to be people that chant for his glory. Even in the new year, the trials that are going to come in that will have such revelation knowledge of how he truly works even those hard things for his glory. And so I feel new year, new vision, that will truly not only have a new vision internally and personally that the Lord has done inside of us, but it's like where he's taking us from ground level, ground zero, to a penthouse where we look out and the view itself is completely different. So he's really placing us into new positions in this new year. So I hope that was encouraging for you guys. If you feel led to sow into this word or into my ministry, there is places to do that at my website, NicoleSamudio.com. If you're looking for any more information on my coaching or my mentorship program, that's also there. And if you would like to have the link for the booking for me to come and speak and encourage your church or share a prophetic word with your group, that's on there also, and that will all be linked in the description of this video. So I bless you guys. I bless your new year. Arise and shine in this time. God is moving swiftly.